The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, chapter number 23, texts number 14, 15, and 16, given by His Grace, Sriman Sankarshan Das Adhikari, recorded on September 6th, 2011, in Sofia, Bulgaria.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Divyopakaranopetam sarvakala sakavaham patikavi patikabir vichitrabir alankritam shvagbir vichittamalyabir manjushinjat sharangribi dukkulachamakaushayir nannavaishtair virajitam uparyapari vinyasta nilayeshu pratak pratak Chiptai chapi kapi chapai kashi pubi kantang prayanka vyanjanasanai. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. The castle was fully equipped with all necessary paraphernalia, and it was pleasing in all seasons. It was decorated all around with flags, festoons, and artistic work of variegated colors. It was further embellished with wreaths of charming flowers that attracted sweetly humming bees, and with tapestries of linen, silk, and various other fabrics. The palace looked charming with beds, couches, fans, and seats, all separately arranged in 7 stories. Purport. It is understood from this verse that the castle had many stories. The words upari upari vinyasta indicate that skyscrapers are not newly invented. Even in those days, millions of years ago, the idea of building many-storied houses was current. They contained not merely 1 or 2 rooms, but many different apartments, and each was completely decorated with cushions, bedsteads, sitting places, and carpets. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jatapatakamulam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Badan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha. As I've been explaining recently, we're very proud of our modern so-called technology and scientific advancement, but actually we are very much in the dark ages. Even skyscraper buildings is nothing new.
Както наскоро обяснявах, ние сме много горди с нашата съвременна модерна цивилизация, но дори по отношение на технологиите ние сме в тъмните векове, дори
So instead of being bewildered by our modern day so-called advanced civilization, we should look back to the Vedic culture.
Така че вместо да се възбудяваме от нашата модерна цивилизация, ние трябва да обърнем поглед към ведическата цивилизация.
Vedic culture was real culture.
Ведическата цивилизация е била истинска цивилизация.
Vedic culture was a true human civilization. It was based on standard moral principles given in the scriptures. In the modern day society, they take that which is immoral and they decide that it is moral. What could be more sinful than murdering a baby? Yet they have decided that it is moral.
Но те са решили, че е морално.
So this is the great defect of the modern day civilization.
Това е големият дефект на модерната цивилизация.
They take that which is sinful and they legitimatize it. They make it legal.
Те взимат това, което е греховно и го легализират.
It's not illegal to kill cows in this country.
Тази страна не е незаконно да се убиват крави.
But during the reign of Maharaj Parikshit, if anyone harmed a cow, they would be immediately killed by the king.
Но по времето на Махараджа Парикшит, ако някой убие крава, той незабавно бил убиван от самия Махараджа Парикшит.
So what kind of culture is it where the cows are being routinely on a daily basis herded into the slaughterhouses and heinously murdered?
Така че каква цивилизация, каква култура е това, когато кравите ежедневно безмилостно се убиват?
This is not a human civilization.
Това не е човешка цивилизация.
This is animal life.
Животински живот.
I don't care if they have, air conditioning and motorized buses and iPhones and these, smartphones. It's an animal civilization.
Не ме интересува дали имат модерни технологии, iPhone, автомобили. Това е животинска цивилизация.
Where are the human beings?
Къде са човешки същества?
Show me one human being in the government.
Имаме ли човешки същества в правителството?
Show me one human being as a university professor.
Покажете ми един истински човешко същество като университетски
преподавател. This planet is being run by animals. Animal civilization.
Тази планета се управлява от животни. Това е животинска цивилизация.
They're not human beings.
Това не са хора.
Human being means caliber of Parikshit Maharaj or Shukadeva Goswami. These are human beings.
Човешки същества са от калибъра на Махараджа Парикшит и Шукадева Госвами.
Mahajano yena gatastapanta. We must follow the great Mahajanas.
Трябва да следваме великите Махаджани.
Swayambur Nadada Shambhu Kapila Kumara, what is it? Swayambur Nadada Shambhu Kapila Kumara Sambhu, no, Kapila Kumaro. That's the next one. After Kumara, Manu. Yeah, that's Manu. Okay. Swayambur Nadada Shambhu Kumara Kapilo Manu Pralado Janako Bhishmo Balir Vayasa Kirvayam. These are the great Mahajanas. Brahmaji, Swayambur Narad Muni, Lord Shiva, the four Kumaras, Lord Kapila Dev, Swayambhuva Manu, Prahlad Maharaj, Janak Maharaj, Bhishma, Bali Maharaj, Shukadeva Goswami, and Yamaraj. These are the great Mahajanas. Anyone who is not following the pathway of these great Mahajanas, they are simply animal. What is their civilization? They're simply ruining the planet, polluting the air, polluting the water. It's not even safe to walk the streets at night anymore. You have to lock your house, afraid someone will come and burglarize you in the middle of the night. One godbrother of mine, he lives in Detroit. He lives right down the street from the temple. He carries a gun with him wherever he goes. It's so dangerous. He carries a gun wherever he goes. When he goes to the grocery store, he carries a gun to go to the grocery store, you can imagine. It's such a dangerous place where he's living now. You see? And they call it a civilization. Why they don't take the Krishna consciousness? They have no intelligence. Anyone with half a brain will take to Krishna consciousness.
Всеки, който има поне наполовина мозък, ще приеме Кришна съзнание.
If they don't take to Krishna consciousness, they don't have a brain, that's all. They have no brain.
Ако не приемат Кришна съзнание, това означава, че просто нямат мозък.
So our Krishna conscious movement, we are meant to give them brain.
Така че нашето движение за Кришна съзнание е предназначено да им даде мозък.
Sometimes we've been criticized, Hare Krishna people, they are guilty of brainwashing.
Понякога ни критикуват, че ние промиваме мозъци.
How can we be guilty of brainwashing? They don't even have brains to be washed.
Как можем да бъдем виновни, че им промиваме мозъците, при случай, че те дори нямат мозък, който да промие?
We are a brain-giving movement.
Ние всъщност сме движение за даване на мозък.
We're not a brainwash movement, we're a brain-giving movement.
А не движение за промиване на мозъци.
They have no brain, we are giving brain.
Тъй като нямат мозък, ние им даваме мозък.
Anyone who identifies with their material body, they have no brain.
Всеки, който се идентифицира със своето материално тяло, той няма мозък.
What is that verse? That see, how does that begin? That those who consider the material body composed of three elements to be the self, Yashatma buddhir kunape tridadake, Svadi kala drisho boma ijadi yatirta buddhi nalisai nakarashits janesh vivageshu sa eva gokaraha. Anyone who considers this bodily bag composed of three elements to be the self,
всеки, който счита това тяло съставено от трите елемента за себето,
and it considers the place of his birth to be a holy place of pilgrimage because he was born there,
и счита мястото, където е роден, за свято място, само защото е роден там,
and who considers those persons to be related with his body to be his family members,
и счита тези хора, които са свързани с неговото тяло, за свои роднини,
and he goes to a holy place of pilgrimage simply to take bath without hearing from the sadhus who are teaching there.
И отива по святите места само за да се изкъпе, без да слуша от святи личности, които преподават там.
Simply an animal.
Е просто животно.
They're like a cow or an ass, that's all.
Като едно магаре, това е.
So that's the mood. They take the body to be the self. I am Bulgarian.
Така те се идентифицират за своето тяло и казват, аз съм българин.
I'm a man.
Аз съм мъж.
I'm a woman.
Аз съм жена.
You see? They identify with his body.
Идентифицират се за своето тяло.
So because of this false identification with the material body, they become like animals, that's all.
И поради тази погрешна идентификация със своето материално тяло, те стават като животни.
They're so dedicated to the land of their birth.
Толкова са посветени на страната, където са родени.
They've forgotten that they've been born in every country throughout the world in their many, many lifetimes.
Но те са забравили, че са се раждали в много страни, в цялата планета.
Why are you so attached to Bulgaria?
Защо сте толкова привързани към България?
Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Dhai Sadbhuja Ki Jai. You've born in every land. You've been born in every planet.
Вие сте раждани на всяка страна, на всяка планета.
In your millions of lifetimes in this material existence, you've been born in every land. You've been born in every planet.
През милионите раждания в този материален свят сте.
You were a sun being
Били
in a
сте
previous lifetime.
същество на слънчевата планета.
You were a moon being.
Били сте на...
You were a Martian.
Били сте марсианец.
You've been in every single birth.
Били сте навсякъде.
Even that comet Kahotek, you were sometime every place you've sometime or other you've been born in every single place in this world.
По един и друг начин сте се раждани на всяко място в този материален свят.
But in every birth you think, yes, I am American, I am Mexican, I am Russian. This is simply an illusion.
Но във всяко раждане вие си мислите, аз съм американец, аз съм мексиканец, аз съм руснак. Това е просто илюзия.
And you take your family members to be your relatives.
И приемате членовете на вашето семейство за роднини.
My father, my mother, my wife, my children.
Моята съпруга, моите деца.
Maya.
Това е Майя.
You've had so many wives, you had so many husbands, and so many mothers, fathers, and children in millions of lifetimes.
Има ли се толкова много бащи, майки, съпрузи, съпруги, деца в милионите си раждания?
We've had every possible relationship with every living entity throughout the whole existence.
Вие сте имали всички възможни взаимоотношения с всяко едно живо същество.
That dog who's barking at night is disturbing your sleep, that was your spouse in a previous lifetime. Your spouse. It was your wife or your husband in a previous lifetime.
Това куче, което през нощта смущава съня ви, е бил вашия съпруг или съпруга в минал живот.
We've had every possible different relationship, you see.
Имали сте всякакви взаимоотношения.
That cat was your brother in a previous lifetime.
Котката сигурно е бил ваш брат в предишен живот.
That parakeet was your sister.
Папагала е бил ваша сестра.
We've had every possible relationship
Всички възможни взаимоотношения.
with every living entity.
С всяко живо същество.
So why be so caught up in the present bodily relationship?
И защо сме хванати толкова в настоящите
It's not very intelligent.
взаимоотношения? Това не е много интелигентно.
Rather, one should see that there's one family only.
Най-добре е човек да вижда, че има
That's
само
the Krishna family.
Това е семейството на Кришна.
We're all Krishna's children.
Ние всички сме деца на Кришна.
That is our relationship.
Това е нашата връзка.
We're all brothers and sisters.
Всички сме брати и сестри.
All living entities. We're all one family. We're all the children of Krishna.
Всички живи същества сме едно семейство. Всички сме деца на Кришна.
So why don't you see like that?
Защо не гледате по този начин?
Why don't you see we're all the children of Krishna?
Защо не гледате, че всички сме деца на Кришна?
Why do you want to see, oh, this is my brother, my mother, my cousin, my aunt, my uncle? Why do you want to see like that?
Защо виждате, това е моя брат, това е моята майка, моя баща, моя чичо, моя леля?
Do you know why you want to see like that?
Знаете ли защо искате да виждате така?
They say, well, you're a member of this family, therefore you're great because you're a member of this family.
Те казват, ти си член на това семейство, затова си велик.
The family members, they worship that family
Членовете на семейството обожават семейството.
because you want to be worshipable, therefore you identify, yes, I'm a member of this family.
И защото искате да бъдете обожавани, след това си идентифицирате с...
The Bulgarians say, Bulgarians are great.
Българите казват, българите са велики.
Therefore, to be worshipped by the Bulgarians, you want to yet think, yes, I am Bulgarian.
И за това, за да бъдете обожавани от българите, вие си мислите, да, аз съм българин.
It is simply your desire to be worshipped, that's all.
Това е просто вашето желание да бъдете обожавани.
So we have to give up this, it's a desire of keeping ourselves in the center.
Това е желанието да поставим себе си в центъра.
I love my wife because she gratifies my senses, you see.
Обичам жена си, защото тя удовлетворява моите сестра.
This is all sense gratification.
Всичко това е стил наслаждение.
We simply have to accept whatever is favorable for pleasing Krishna, that's all.
Ние просто трябва да приемем това, което е благоприятно да удовлетворим Кришна.
Krishna doesn't need your bodily designation.
Кришна не се нуждае от вашите материални обозначения, телесни.
Therefore, Rupa Goswami says, Sarvapadi nirmuktam. Give up all these false designations. Be free from them. Virnir muktam. Become free. Sarvapadi, from all these designations, muktam, become free. Sarvapadi vinir muktam. Become free from all these designations.
Затова Рупа Госвами казва, освободете се от тези материални обозначения.
Tat paridvena nirmalam, and become cleansed of all the contamination of the heart.
И пречистете всички съмърсявания във вашето сърце.
Nirmalam. This malam is the dirt, and nir means no dirt.
Мала означава замърсяване, нир означава
The lust, the anger,
вашия поход, гняв,
the greed,
завист,
the madness.
лудост.
You see? Sometimes we go mad, isn't it?
Понякога поудяваме.
We go mad sometimes. So we have to get them from madness,
Затова трябва да се освободим от лудостта,
illusion, and envy.
илюзията и завистта.
So this is the dirt.
Това е замърсяване.
We have to become free from this dirt.
Трябва да се освободим от него.
And then what do? Rishikesha, Rishikena, Sevanam. We have to engage our senses in the service of the master of the senses.
И това, което правим, е да ангажираме сетивата си в служение на Господаря на сетивата.
Rishikena, Rishikesha, Sevanam, Bhaktir, Uchate. This is called devotional service.
Това се нарича преданно служене.
So in this Krishna conscious movement, we want to teach you how to be engaged in devotional service.
И затова това движение за Кришна съзнание искаме да ви обучим как да се ангажирате.
Because this will liberate you from all these false designations that are causing you hell.
Защото това ще ви освободи от всички материални фалшиви обозначения, които ви причиняват.
This will liberate you from all that dirt which is keeping you in a miserable condition within the modes of nature.
Ще ви освободи от всичките тези замърсявания, които ви държат в материална илюзия.
We want you to understand what is devotional service.
Ние искаме да разберете какво е преданно служение.
And we want you to understand how to become purely engaged in devotional service.
И как да бъдете чисто ангажирани в преданно служение.
Because pure devotional service will liberate you from all anxieties.
Защото чисто преданно служение ще ви освободи от всички тревоги.
Iha yasha hirir dasye karmana manasa gira nikalas vapyavastasu jivan muktasa uchate. One who engages his body, mind and words in the transcendental loving service of the Lord
Този, който ангажира тялото, ума и сетивата си в любовно преданно служение на Бога,
is a liberated person even in this material existence.
е освободена душа дори в това материално съществуване.
So we have come here to liberate you.
Затова сме дошли да ви освободим.
That is our mission.
Това е нашата мисия.
We want to liberate the people of Bulgaria
Ние искаме да освободим хората от България
from this false identification with the material body
от тази погрешна идентификация с материалното тяло
and from the dirt that is sitting in the heart of the material body,
и от замърсяването в сърцето на материалното тяло.
so that they can all be engaged in serving Krishna
Така че всички да бъдат ангажирани в служение на Кришна
and thus become happy.
и тогава ще бъдат щастливи.
So I can ask now if there's any questions.
Има ли някакви въпроси?
Yeah.
План на Кришна е от Сатия Юга да се върви към Кали Юга. Защо съзнанието трябва да деградира, а не да еволюира?
It is Krishna's plan. First begins Satya Yuga, and begins Satya Yuga, and then the last Yuga is Kali Yuga. Why the consciousness should degrade?
That is the nature of material nature.
Това е природата на материалната природа.
As soon as the material nature becomes manifest, by its very nature, it degrades more and more.
В самия миг, когато материалната природа се прояви, тя започва да деградира все повече и повече.
Just like, what is the nature of cancer?
Каква е природата на рак?
Cancer spreads.
Рака се разпростира.
There can be a little bit of cancer,
Има малко рак
and then it grows, and it grows, and it grows.
и постепенно се разраства.
So material consciousness, it is cancer.
Материалното съзнание е рак.
It's a subtle cancer.
Винен рак.
So it's slightly manifest in the Satya Yuga.
Така че той е бил леко проявен в Сатя Юга.
It's even further manifest in the Treta Yuga.
Повече е проявено в
further manifest in the Dwapara Yuga,
още повече в Двапара юга
and fully manifest in the Kali Yuga.
и напълно проявен в Кали юга.
But we have the cure.
Но ние имаме лекарство.
We can free you from this cancer.
Ние може да ви освободим от този рак.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You want to be a cancer free, or you want to be die by the influence of cancer?
Искате ли да се освободите от рака или искате да умрете от него?
It's our choice. We're all suffering from cancer, terminal cancer.
Това е нашия избор. Ние всички страдаме от този фатален рак.
But if we can chant Hare Krishna and avoid the offenses, then we will become free from this cancer.
Но ако възпяваме Харе Кришна без оскърбление, ще се освободим от този рак.
So it's up to you. What do you want?
Зависи от вас какво желаете.
You want to be killed by this cancer, or you want to become freed from this cancer?
Искате да бъдете убити от този рак или да се освободите от него?
If you want to be free, you got to take the medicine.
А ако искате да се освободите, вземете лекарство.
You got to dutifully do your cancer treatment every day.
И трябва грижливо да провеждате своето лечение.
At least 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Japamala.
Поне 16 кръга Japamala.
Say, well, I don't feel like doing it. It's too much work.
Но може да кажете, това е прекалено много.
All right, then let the cancer take over your heart.
Добре, тогава нека рака да ви превземе.
If you want to cure the cancer of material consciousness, you must chant at least 16 rounds every day without fail.
Ако искате да се освободите от рака на материалното съзнание, трябва да бъдувате поне 16 кръга.
While strictly avoiding illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, and gambling.
И стикно да следвате четирите регулиращи принципи.
All we can do is give you the formula. Now it's up to you whether you do it or not.
Всичко това, което може да направим, е да ви дадем формулата, а от вас зависи дали ще я следвате или не.
I can't make you chant.
Не мога да ви накарам на сила.
I can lead you to the water, you see, but I can't force you to drink.
Мога да ви доведа до водата, но не мога да ви накарам да пиете.
Now it's up to you. What do you want? You want to become Krishna conscious? You want to remain in the cycle of birth and death?
Дали искате да бъдете Кришна осъзнати или искате да си останете в цикъл на раждане и смърт?
If you want liberation, you must follow the instructions coming down from the previous acharyas.
Ако искате освобождение, тогава трябва да следвате инструкциите на предишните ачари.
Chant at least 16 rounds every day and follow these 4 regulated principles very, very strictly.
Въвдувайте поне 16 кръга всеки ден и стикно спазите тези 4 регулиращи принципи.
Any other questions?
Други въпроси?
Yeah.
Мога ли отново дали може да ми прости за снощното раджата разговор? Дали може да прости?
He begs forgiveness to you. He wants you to forgive him about his prajalpa yesterday.
Speak it.
Yeah, that's not a subject matter for the class. You're forgiven, it's okay, but these sort of things can be said outside the class. Huh?
Regarding the...
I know what it was. I'm just saying that these things can be said out. These are not philosophical. These are not questions for the class. You are forgiven, but there's no need to say it during the class time. Class time, all of these personal issues, that's something we can do outside of the class. This is the time for a philosophical discussion. Yeah. Questions?
Yeah. Regarding now the Muni's question, so there is a theory about global evolution of consciousness, that global consciousness is constantly evolving. This is a wrong theory.
Global consciousness is what?
It's evolving.
Global consciousness.
Consciousness of the whole humanity is evolving.
Yes, there is some evolution. But not enough. Until they come to Krishna consciousness, their their consciousness is stagnant. Until they come to Krishna consciousness, they are in a diseased state. Because they battled on the bodily platform. Bodily platform is a disease platform. How much they've evolved? Not very much. They think, well, we're evolving now, we'll have the European Union. But where's God? Where's the mention of God in the European Union? There's no God consciousness at all. Therefore, it's nonsense. There should be devoted to God. Where is God in the European Union? God doesn't exist in the European Union. Look at their papers. There's nothing about God anywhere in their papers. It's ridiculous. We have the lights here. Why? Because we pay the light bill. So who's providing the sunlight? Is that just coming automatically? Is that given by God? It's given by God. So we have to pay the light bill to God also. That is the performance of yajna. What is the recommended yajna for the Kali Yuga? Harinam Sankirtan. You want to repay the Lord for the water, the sun, the air, all the things we got, then you have to do kirtan. But they don't want to do kirtan. They say God is dead. There is no God. Then they cry when the environment is becoming destroyed. They cry. Oh. They are the ones who are destroying the environment. By not being Krishna conscious, they are destroying the environment. Any other questions? Okay, all right.
Понякога, когато излизаме да проповядваме, имаме чувството, че ние сме толкова малко, а пък кармите са толкова много. Как да превъзмогнем това, че ние сме различни от тях?
Sometimes when we go outside to preach, we have this feeling that we are so few and the karmis are so many. How to overcome this feeling that we are different, and that's the question.
How to overcome the feeling that you're different? You can't overcome the feeling you're different. You are different. It's a fact. If you feel different, that's good.
Не можеш да преодолееш чувството, че си различен. Ти наистина си различен. Това е хубаво.
It's actually cool to be different, you know.
Е хубаво да си различен.
In a world where everybody is a fool, it's cool to be different. Really cool. You should thank God that you're different. You're weird in it's good to be weird in this. It's good to be weird in a society where everybody is a madman. It's good to be weird. In the town where I come from, Austin, Texas, they have a saying. They say keep Austin weird. They promote weirdism in the city I come from. It's good to be weird. They say. They say in Austin it's considered very cool to be weird.
Мой роден град Остин има една поговорка: поддържайте Остин странен. Те промотират това града да бъде странен.
It's a popular saying in Austin, keep Austin weird.
Това е популярно казване в Остин.
So by being a devotee in Austin, we're living up to our civic duty by being a devotee in Austin. Doing something weird in Austin is considered cool. You see?
И така, превладите в Остин, ние спазваме това наше задължение като граждани да бъдем странни.
So, in the same way, you should feel it's very proper to be strange and different in a society where everybody is a madman.
Така че вие трябва да чувствате, че е много хубаво да сте странни в обществото, където всички са води.
One member of our society, she wrote me, she said, I feel wearing a sari is very weird. I feel very weird wearing a sari.
Един член на нашето общество ми писа, че аз се чувствам много странно носейки сари.
But her attitude is not very proper, you see.
Но отношението не е много подходящо.
She thinks it's better to be a fool than it is to be a wise person.
Тя мисли, че е по-добре да бъде глупава, колкото да бъде мъдра.
If everybody is a crazy fool, I'll be a crazy fool with everybody else.
Ако всеки е луд глупак, аз също ще бъда луд глупак.
How stupid.
Колко глупаво.
Everybody else is going to hell, well, I'll go to hell with them.
Ако всички отидат в ада, аз също ще отида в ада с тях.
No, an intelligent person thinks, let me do what is right.
Интелигентният човек казва, нека да правят...
If the whole society is wrong, I'm not going to follow the society. I'm going to do what is right.
Ако цялото общество е погрешно, аз няма да следвам обществото, ще правя това, което е правилно.
So it's proper to wear devotional clothing because it pleases Srila Prabhupada.
Така че е правилно да се носят дрехи на предани, защото това удовлетворяваше Прабхупада.
This is not Indian. We're not dressing like Indians here.
Това не е индийско облекло, ние не се обличаме като индийци.
Dhoti and sari, that is the dress style of the spiritual sky.
Доти и сари, това е стила на обличане в духовния свят.
It's not Indian dress, it's Vaikuntha dress.
Това не е индийска дреха, това е Вайкунтха дреха.
So we're wearing those fashions which is most pleasing to Krishna.
И затова ние носиме тази мода, която удовлетворява Кришна.
Krishna wears a dhoti.
Самия Кришна носи доти.
So there's something wrong with wearing a dhoti? You're weird because you wear a dhoti?
И какво погрешно е от това да носиш доти?
No, they're weird because they wear pants. They are weird.
Всъщност те са странни за това, че носят панталони.
They are weird because they wear these non-devotional clothing. That is their weirdness.
Те са странни, че не носят дрехи на предани.
We're not different. They are different.
Ние не сме различни, те са различни.
We are following the standard lifestyle, you see. I'm wearing the standard dress for a gentleman.
Аз нося стандартната мода за джентълмен.
They are the ones who are wearing these funny clothes, you see.
Те са тези, които носят странни дрехи, смешни.
I remember one time I had to go when I went to after I gave up brahmachari life, I got married, and I went for job interview.
Спомням си, когато се ожених и трябваше да ходя на интервю за работа.
So I got coat and tie.
Имах костюм с връзка.
I was wearing coat and tie and pants. And one Indian man who came to our temple, he was so happy to see me wearing coats and pants and tie. He was very happy. See, I wasn't wearing a dhoti, you see. So I told him, yes, now I'm wearing a monkey suit. Dressing like monkey. He didn't like that very much. Because he's always wearing coat and tie and pants. He's thinking that's better than dhoti. So when I called it a monkey suit, he didn't like it. But the fact is, they are monkey society. They have monkey fashions, everything monkey. So you want to be a monkey along with a monkey? Or you want to be a human being? It's your choice. Any other questions?
Други въпроси?
Yeah.
Когато разговарях с баща си, философска тема, и той сподели неговата житейска философия, няма разлика между човека и животните. Може ли да кажем? Може ли да кажем нещо за въпрос?
When I talked to my father, he shared with me his philosophy, and
What?
he shared with her his philosophy,
Yeah.
her father, and his philosophy was that there is no difference between a man and an animal. There is no difference.
That's right. That's true for him.
За него това е вярно.
He said, yes, my dear father, I agree with you completely.
Може да кажеш, да, скъпи татко, аз напълно съм съгласен с теб.
There's no difference between human and animal, I accept.
Няма разлика между теб и животно, аз съм съгласен.
Any other questions?
Други въпрос.
Също така бих искала да питам и за мантруването. Понеже съм чувал, че когато мантруваш, ти трябва да вложиш концентрация. Концентрацията не е медитация. Също така сърцето си, което е много важно. Въпросът ми е, понеже съм чувала, че медитацията е когато ти си представяш Кришна, визуализира го, и когато си представяш неговото минало, неговото забавление. Това медитация ли?
Regarding chanting, she heard that when one chants, one should be concentrated, but the concentration is not meditation. Meditation is when one thinks about Krishna's pastimes. Is this meditation?
Who told you that?
Кой ти казва това?
От различни източници.
Different sources.
Huh?
Different sources.
Meditation means to fix the mind on Krishna. The best meditation recommended in this age is Harinama, Harinama, Harinama Eva Kevalam.
Медитация означава да фиксираш ума си върху Кришна.
Some devotees say you should have to think about you're not meditating unless you're meditating in Krishna's pastime. That's completely untrue.
Някои предани казват, че ти не медитираш, освен ако не медитираш върху забавлението.
It's directly stated in the Brihad Naradiya Purana, Harinama, Harinama, Harinama Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva Nasteva, Gitiyadan Yata. Chant the holy names, chant the holy names, chant the holy names. There is no other alternative. There is no other alternative. There is no other alternative for God realization in this age.
Брихад Нарадия Пурана се казва директно: възпявайте имената на Бога 3 пъти, се повтаря. Няма друг път, няма друг път, няма друг път за себереализация в тази епоха.
Doesn't say Hara Lila, Hara Lila, Hara Lila, Eva Kevalam. Meditate on the pastimes. Hari is the only, no, the name. That is the Yuga Dharma. The name, meditating on the name of Krishna, that is the Yuga Dharma, not the Lila.
Не се казва да се медитира върху забавленията на Кришна. Не се казва Харе Лила.
Lila is automatically included within the name.
Лилата автоматично се включва в името.
If you focus on the name, then Lila will come automatically.
Ако се фокусираш върху името, лилата ще дойде автоматично.
But you think, well, this chanting is so much work for the tongue, all this, Hare Krishna is so much work. I'll just think of Lila without Nama. Then you will be sahaja. You will not be properly situated in Krishna consciousness.
Но ако си мислиш, че изисква прекалено много усилия да възпяваш имената на Бога, затова нека по-добре да медитираш върху забавленията на Кришна, ти също ще бъдеш
Must focus on Krishna's name. That is the Vedic injunction confirmed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Трябва да се фокусираш върху имената на Кришна. Това е инструкцията на Махапрабху.
Lord Chaitanya introduced Nama Sankirtan for the general public.
Бог Чайтаня е въвел Нама Санкиртан, възпявам светите имена за...
And with scholars he talked philosophy.
А с учените е говорил философски.
And with only 3.5 persons did he talk about Leela.
И само с 3,5 човека е говорил за Лила.
Sikhi Mahiti. Who are the others? Sarup Damodar? Huh? And Ramananda Roy? And then Sikhi Mahiti's sister. 3.5.
Само 3,5 човека, които изброих Санкаршан.
In the Vedic culture, the woman was counted half, but now we count you as one. You've been elevated.
В ведическите времена жената се брояла за половина, но сега не е така.
Women were formerly counted as half, but now we count you as one. We've elevated you.
Жените са се брояли за половина, но сега ние ви броиме за цяло.
So, only with those, it's described only with 3.5 people did Lord Chaitanya discuss Leela.
Само с 3,5 хора Бог Чайтаня е дискутирал Лила.
So that's those were very highly elevated souls. They were liberated souls. Sikhi Mahiti, his sister, and then the others. These were very highly liberated souls that Lord Chaitanya could talk about Leela with them. You see?
И тези личности, с които Бог Чайтаня обсъждал Лилата, са били много възвисени, освободени души.
To simply go into Leela Smaranam, it's a very high platform.
Просто да се потопиш в Лила Смаранам, помненето на Лилата, това е много висша платформа.
Unless you do Nama mantra meditation, you'll never get to that point of Leela Smaranam.
И освен ако не правите мантра медитация, никой няма да достигне тази платформа на помнене на Лилата.
Concentration means to fix the mind on something mundane.
Концентрация означава да фиксираш ума си върху нещо светско.
To fix the mind on something, on God. When you fix your mind on God, that is meditation.
Но когато фиксираш ума си върху Бог, това е медитация.
Whoever said that fixing your mind on the name is not meditation was completely wrong.
Този, който ти казва, че да фиксираш ума си върху имената на Бога не е медитация, е напълно грешно.
Fixing your mind on the name, that is the ultimate meditation.
Да фиксираш ума си върху имената на Бога, това е най-висшата медитация.
And because the name of Krishna is absolute,
Понеже името на Кришна е абсолютно,
it is Krishna himself.
това е самия Кришна.
So, when you chant the name with full devotion,
Когато възпявате имената с пълна посветеност,
you're actually directly associating with God.
вие директно общувате с Бога.
If you focus on the name with full devotion, you're actually participating in the Leela of Krishna already.
Ако се концентрирате върху имената с пълна посветеност, вие също
Why meditate on Leela?
Защо да медитирате върху
You're participating in Leela by Nama Mantra meditation.
Вие участвате в Лилата чрез Нама мантра медитация.
You're directly associating with God by meditating on His name.
Директно общувате с Бога, като възпявате Неговите имена.
All the Leelas are there.
И всички лили са там.
In this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Every single pastime of Krishna is there in the Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Всяко едно забавление на Кришна е вътре в
Govardhan Leela,
Govardhan Lila,
Rasa Leela,
Rasa Lila,
everything. Agasura Leela, Kamsa killing Leela,
убийството на Камса, това забавление.
every single Leela is there in the name.
Всяко забавление е там в името.
If you want to meditate on Leela, then absorb yourself in Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Ако искате да медитирате върху Лилата, тогава се потопете в
Because
Харе Кришна.
every single pastime of Krishna, speaking of the Bhagavad Gita, everything, it's all there in the Mahamantra.
Защото всяко едно забавление на Кришна, изговарянето на Бхагавад-гита е в Маха мантрата.
Whoever tells you, don't fix your mind on the name because it's not meditation, just fix it on Leela, they are misleading you, they are misguiding you.
Този, който ти казва да не се фокусираш върху имената, да се концентрираш върху лилата, той всъщност те води погрешно.
You simply fix your mind on the name. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama.
Просто фиксирай ума си върху името. Харе Нама, Харе Нама, Харе Нама.
So our time is up. We'll stop here.
Тъй като времето ни изтече, ще спрем до тук.
Nandaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Bhavavara ki jai.